Welcome to the Logos workbook for Dr. Wanglei Singh's hermeneutics class. As you go through hermeneutics, this workbook will provide information on how to harness Logos and put into practice the skills that you'll need. Each chapter of the workbook is associated with a video from our YouTube channel that you can watch to see the skills from the workbook in action. Before we get started into Logos, I wanted to give a quick introduction of who I am. My name is Matt Johnson. That's me, with my lovely wife Jessica. I'm a recent graduate from Moody Theological Seminary, where I got my MDiv. I've been working with Dr. Wanglei Singh the last 2.5 years. I'm currently doing work for Logos on their mobile ed videos. So now let's jump into Logos. I'm going to click to open Logos. It'll take it a moment. It's signing me in. When Logos is doing this, it's connecting to the internet as well as syncing things up. We'll hear the chimes. You'll all get familiar with those. And then, depending on your settings, you might open to a blank screen. You might open to the last thing you had open. I'm opening to a blank screen right now. You might also open to the home screen. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the home screen. And so I just clicked on it. So when you first open Logos, if you have not turned it off, it will always default to the home screen. And there you can see different blog posts from Faith Life. You can see here's a new book or package that they're trying to sell. I personally don't like to have the home screen open because it always tempts me to spend money, or it's distracting because I start reading things and all of a sudden I lose track of time. And so I'm going to show you how to turn off the home screen. Now, turning off the home screen doesn't mean it goes away. You can always click on the home key to bring it back. You also don't have to follow this step. I would just like to show you program settings in general. And so to turn off the home screen, I'm going to click on Tools. And then under Utilities, see Library, Social, Reference, under Utilities is Program Settings. So I click on that, and now we see General Settings, Accessibility, Internet, you can go down Text Display. There's all kinds of settings under here. We also see Hidden Resources, and so we're going to look at, where does it say it? It's at Startup. It's the very top one. At Startup, open to, and then we see Most Recent Layout. That's what I have selected. If I click on it, you can see you can open to Home, you can open to Blank Layout. I normally do Most Recent Layout Any because that's the most recent thing I was working on. You'll see I have a number of options here you probably don't have yet, but hopefully by the end of this workbook you will have some. And so I will choose Most Recent Layout Any. Also, while we're here, we want to do citation style Turabian. That's the Moody citation style, and so I'm going to, if you click on that, you can see Turabian. Now I'm going to close this, and I'm going to click Home again, and now the Home window will close. So the other thing we're going to do today is we are going to load the workbook that accompanies these videos. Once the workbook is in here, it means you'll be able to search through it. It means you'll be able to use it. It's a workbook you'll actually have in Logos, not just as a Word document. And so to do that, I'm going to click on Tools, I'm going to click on Personal Books. So I have a few textbooks here that I've used in the past, including an older version of our workbook. Now, you should have a Word file that you got from Blackboard called, I'll find it on my desktop, Hermeneutics Workbook Spring 2016. If you don't have Microsoft Word, don't worry. You don't need Microsoft Word to do this. Logos is able to read it. So now I'm going to click Add Book. Now we're going to call this book Hermeneutics Workbook Spring 2016. Next, under author, Dr. Wang Loi Singh and Matt Johnson. And then copyright, Dr. Wang Loi Singh, 2016. So now if you were to search under author in your books or anything in Logos, you'd actually see us as authors. This title would show up. And this is a personal book. If you make your own books or your own notes later, you can upload them the same way. So now we want to make this, it's set as monograph, but we want to change it to, where is it, workbook? Manual. So I click on manual, English, and then we're going to click on add file. Now mine is on my desktop. You just need to navigate to where yours is, the Hermeneutics Workbook Spring 2016, and then click open, and then click build book. Now we have our book loaded. With the book, you can see we're in the introduction video right now. Once you have the book in here, you can see it on your smartphones or any other devices. On anything that you have Logos on and have it synced to your account, this book will show up. Actually, right at the end of the book here, which is pretty cool. We also, if we click here, we can see all the chapters. There's more chapters to come, but I can navigate through by clicking these different areas. The workbook is now part of your Logos library. It will be cross-referenced in your searches, any notes you put in the book will be cataloged, and anything you highlight will stay highlighted. I'm excited to go on this journey with you, and I hope you will enjoy this resource and learn to harness Logos more effectively.